Hello everybody, this is Debbie Eno from Teacher Success Coach. Right, my wins for today. What I'm grateful for before I start. I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful for the fact that my family are okay. And my students are beginning to connect, some of them. Because I've got five groups, yeah. I've got 5 groups. At least 4 of them are connecting. One group, we are not connecting. And there have been a number of reasons for that. Anyway, so in terms of my gratitude, I'm grateful that my students are connecting. Things are making sense. Enjoying it again. Things are coming back to close to normality. Well, it would never be normal, but as close as possible. Although we still have you still have to remain distant from the students. When you are talking social distances in the classroom, distant in the classroom, that doesn't exist. They're all sitting close to each other in the little bubble. So social distances in the classroom doesn't exist in my classroom because the classroom isn't designed for that. But apart from that, it's beginning to feel nice again. In terms of the teaching, it's beginning to feel nice, positive, connecting in the classroom. It's beginning to feel okay. But I'm still having some students they're still storming. I've got one A-level group. Storming. Today I had them today and it was just a storming session. We had to look at a video which was about careers. Oh my goodness. They're meant to look at the video. They're still on the phone. It doesn't matter how many times I talk. It doesn't matter how much time I praise. That group, I just feel that I have lost the battle. Or I shouldn't say it's a battle because it wasn't a battle, but I've lost the connection, the ingredients to connect with them. The reason I feel that is the case because they've had a number of teachers and the uncertainty of, you're not going to stay, you're a supply teacher, and all those negative energy. Plus they're so used to, people have told them that the subject is hard. That's one. Another aspect is they're used to people shouting at them. Shouting gets results. Shouting in my book doesn't get results, but that's the way they've been conditioned. And also in terms of names on the board, putting them on detention, putting 16-year-old and 17-year-old on detention. Personally, I think it's a waste of time. I can't engage with that because I think that's a negative element. Even though I'm trying to give the praise and, well done situation, I feel that it's gone too far with that group. I'm not able to do it. I don't know, I don't know. I just feel that I've lost the tool to connect. I don't know what it is. However, my other groups, it's been fantastic. We are connecting, although, they've had a number of teachers as well, but I don't think they have as many as that Year 6 group. So for them, we are connecting. There's one group, we had a slight, we were storming initially on, I think it was yesterday, no, the day before yesterday, but yesterday, oh my goodness, they were brilliant. They were fantastic. We kind of are beginning to, have a nice bond together. They've got an assessment tomorrow, and I spent some time the day before yesterday, I think Tuesday. Today is Thursday. Yeah, I spent Tuesday going through, what I expect them to cover. And, we went through it in greater depth. I then gave them a handout with, question and answer. And even one of the students who was very negative initially, actually, when I saw her yesterday, it was fantastic to see her. To see how she actually, come around again. And I just remind her, you could actually do because initially she said to me, there's no point in me doing the assessment because I'm going to fail anyway. I don't like it anyway. But I spent some time trying to empower her with that, etc. And it was lovely yesterday when we saw, I said to her, remember, you could do, you could pass the psychology. I've given you some information. We've spoken about it. You've given me some brilliant answers. So just keep on working like that. And that was nice because the smile on her face was brilliant. Her body language said it all. So it's really nice. So, as I say to her, yes, you're going to pass it. So that's a student, I just need to, keep on encouraging. So that's quite good in terms of where I'm at with the student. That was one of my win today, the fact that, the thought of where the students are at and the rest of my groups that we are connecting. Because I just had a year 6 group as well at the end of the day, and that was fantastic. We had a really nice connection because we're beginning to connect, which is lovely. And then I had my tutor group in the morning, and that too was very nice because we beginning to gel. Although they're younger, I think they're 12 and 13. They're younger group, but it's really nice because there is a nice connection there. So there is a flow, and I feel that I'm beginning to enjoy teaching again, because last week and all in this week, I think, oh my goodness, if I was a new educator, I'd have left the profession because it just was feeling so challenging and I was feeling so tired, and I was also feeling that I was just not making progression. But I've actually realized that it's not about me and the students. There's sometimes we don't always connect with students. And I've been analyzing it and reflecting. And I've just been picking up on some of the languages that the students have been using, which actually indicating to me that there wouldn't be a really nice flow because they've already been programmed that I'm not going to stay. And I'm just going to, so yet again, another teacher. And, oh, miss, we've had so many teachers already. And then you're not going to stay. You're going to be leaving again. So it doesn't matter what I do or what I did. It's just not going to work because the mindset is quite negative already. So it doesn't matter whether or not I say them, oh, yes, well, we could have a go at it. And it doesn't matter if I leave, but at least, you'd have made progress. And that doesn't matter because we have the uncertainty that is existing there. Uncertainty, consistency, and those are the two main factors: the consistency and the fact that they're uncertain, and also feel that they're also suffering from abandonment and attachment as well. So the fact that I'm there and they're not feeling too attached because the fear of me leaving them. So that is demonstrating itself in the behavior pattern. So that's what I've been seeing with that group. Whereas the other group, there's one group that is leaving at the end of this year. So which means that I'm finishing off with them. And the other groups are okay. But this particular, six form group, they're at a stage where they haven't had exams. They've done no exams because last year they were given a grade. So that's also an issue as well. All of this uncertain thing is coming up. So that's some of the things that I've identified with that group. But as individual students, they're a fantastic bunch of students. But as we know, there's sometimes when things are in the way, it demonstrates itself very negatively. But that's one of the things. And the abandonment issue is a big one. The attachment is another one. These are all things, when psychologists look at those areas, I could see what's happening with the students. So in terms of my win, yes, I've had some of my students that are coming along very nicely. We are connecting, I'm empowering them. I am empowering them, I'm clapping their achievements. So that's quite nice. So those are my win. Educators, there are all wins in every situation. I've just highlighted, one of my group that, the abandonment issue I feel that they're having and the uncertainty, etc. But in spite of all of that, it have actually made me able to identify what some of the challenges these students are experiencing. So that's something I'm going to be speaking to the senior leadership about. If they really want those students to progress, and if they want those students to shine, they need to start changing the way they actually employ their cover teachers, because having one group of students having had full cover teacher in the space of from January, it's too many in terms of where you have the student, in terms of security, in terms of attachment, in terms of, you know, feeling that they're loved, etc. So that need to be looked at. And educators, in spite of some of the challenges you're having, or you may have, I don't know if you do, there are still some positive and triumph, because in spite of that group having still challenging and still storming, there are lots of positive within them, because I'm able to identify what some of the challenges are, and I'm able to speak to them on a one-to-one basis, because I've actually, you know, made an appointment to see them on a one-to-one basis, because I do need to have a conversation with them, because they're lovely children. But when we are having challenges, you know, although we lovely people, when we're having challenges, it then manifests in very negative way, because we don't know how well to express ourselves. So educators, find the plus and the win in your sessions, either in your day or within sessions, and celebrate it. Because my celebration is, out of my 5 groups or my 6 group, I can't remember how many, it's only one of them that I'm having a real challenge with. But even within the challenge, they're positive, because I'm able to identify what some of the challenges they're experiencing, and acknowledging that they don't know how else to express it. So they're expressing it the best way they know how. So I cannot be negative about that. I also have to look at it, okay, they don't know how other way to express it, and constantly talking or disrespecting each other or on the phone, etc. So it's up to the department together with me to find an alternative way to enable them and empower them to express it differently. So educators, find your win, celebrate your win, and remind yourself, in spite of all of that, it's not you as a teacher. Because as a teacher, you're a brilliant teacher. Because before lockdown, you were doing brilliantly. You were doing great. You were good enough. But during lockdown, we are having a lot of challenges, because we are now trying to navigate how we deal with this behavior issue we would normally deal with in the classroom. And the fact that they're on lockdown, when they come back with a backpack of all kind of things in this backpack. And then we now have to start unpacking this backpack and trying to find space to put them, trying to find place to put them, also trying to support them in how they're able to navigate it, also finding a way to support them to deal with all this out of this backpack. Because just imagine, these students have been on lockdown from December, and they're now coming back all confused because they don't know what's going on. There's a whole lot of uncertainty for us as adults. Could you imagine these teenagers? And they're also going through the issues of being teenagers as well. So it's quite a lot. So for me, yes, this one didn't go very well, but at the same time, I'm able to identify it. And it's not the student per se, it's the inability to deal with what they've been presented with, and their inability to find alternatives to navigate due to experience as well. Anyway, guys, have a great evening. Stay blessed. Take care. Thanks for looking. Thanks for watching, rather. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 5 of week 3 in the physical classroom. It's getting better. It's getting better. And I'm beginning to feel, ooh, I'm enjoying it a lot more now than I was on Tuesday. Take care, babes. Love you. Take care, guys. Love you guys. Bye-bye.